Hello, today we will explain to you what a dataset fingerprint is. It is a new feature in the 2021 version of Monolix Suite to prevent invalid results from loading when a dataset has been modified. In general, any file can be mapped to a string of characters by a hash function. This string is called a fingerprint of a file, and it uniquely identifies the content of the file. So now to compare two files, we only need to compare these short strings instead of the content of these files. Now, when you load a dataset in Monolix or in PKanalix, you select a model, settings, save a project, and run a scenario. The saved mlxtran or pkx project file contain the path to the dataset file, path to the model file, all settings from the Monolix or PKanalix interface, and the path to the folder with the results. In addition, a copy of the project file is saved in the results folder. So when you reload a project in Monolix or PKanalix, the application compares the loaded project file with the project file from the results folder. If they are the same, it means that the results are valid and are reloaded. In this case, the contents of project files are compared directly because they have a fixed structure and are very small. But the validity of the results depends also on the content of the dataset. What if you accidentally replaced the data file used in your project with a file having the same name but different content? Or the data file has been modified directly, for example, by changing concentration values or by removing some lines. If you run your project on this modified dataset, you will obtain different results and the previous one shouldn't be loaded. So we need to check if a dataset has been modified. However, these files can be very large and a direct comparison, like in case of a project file, is almost impossible from the practical point of view. So starting from the 2021 version of Monolix Suite, Monolix and PKanalix generate and save a fingerprint of a dataset used to create a project. Now, when you reload the project, they generate the fingerprint of a data file indicated in the loaded project and compare it with the fingerprint of the file generated during the run. Again, if they are the same, then the results are loaded. Otherwise, you will see a warning that a dataset has been modified and results are not loaded. Thank you for listening and see you next week.